Today we discuss about the question: what are the sources of war, or what are the causes of war? War is an instrument of national policy. It has been used by states to achieve their national goals and aspirations and fulfill their national interests. Question of war and peace are central to the understanding of international relations. These are questions that involve the problem of survival. According to Huffman Nicholson in the Encyclopedia Britannica states that war is the use of organized force between two human groups pursuing contradictory policies, each group seeking to impose its policies upon the other. According to and some other politicians, like according to Malinowski, 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 war is an armed conflict between two independent political units by means of organized military force in pursuit of a tribal or national policy. According to Karl von Clausewitz's argument that war is only a part of political intercourse, therefore by no means of an independent thing in itself, war is nothing but a continuation of physical intercourse with an admixture of the means. This was argued by Karl von Clausewitz. He is a prominent political thinker. From the above discussion, we can state it as following. War is organized force between two human groups. War is armed conflict between two independent political thinkers. War is a part of political intercourse. Also, war has some sources or causes that are discussed below. Generally, the causes of war are classified under political, economic, social, and psychological causes or sources. Quincy Wright is a political thinker. Quincy, Quincy, Wright, Wright, point out that causes of war can be looked at from of different angles. He point out Quincy Wright says that causes of war can be looked at from different angles. War has political, technological, geo-ideological, socio-religious, and psycho-economic causes. For Marxists also argued that the roots of war are looked in capitalism and imperialism. They also distinguish between certain kind of wars like imperialist war, revolutionary wars, and wars of national liberation. The causes or sources of war are mentioned below. The distributions of power, relative power, posture means if an affected or unnatural attitude, and power vacuum The balance of power politics, alliance politics, etc. are mentioned as possible causes of war. Then the anarchic two number. The anarchical nature of the system is also considered a causes of war. The insecurity that is caused amongst nations due to lack of centralized authority may lead to an armed race that eventually may spill into war. One may explain the need for pursuing nuclear weapons policy by the developing world as a means to overcome or control this sense of insecurity. Third number, at the economic level, oil and natural gas, strategic minerals are looked as possible sources of conflicts. The modern world, the Iran-Iraq war, American actions in Iraq is sometimes looked at within the framework of politics of oil. Samuel Huntington's thesis of clash of civilization is yet another systematic perspective of wars. The central argument made refers to key causes of future wars to be ethno-religious and therefore civilizational and not state-centric. Supremacy of national interest has been as a considered as a central driving force at this level. National interests would operate at two levels. One is a war to ensure the survival of the nation state if attacked by the enemy. A second level is that of an expansionist national interest where extending of frontiers is considered a security related national interest. Israel has seen both the situation. The 1948 war may be described as a war for survival, while the later wars of 1967 and 1973 saw the expansion of territory for security reasons. Next. Six number, a linkage is sought to be established between domestic politics and foreign policy. It is sometimes argued that nations go in for war to divert or sense or modify domestic attention elsewhere. In the state level, analysis that focus on the linkage between the type of country and the likelihood of becoming aggressive. It has been argued that democratic societies are less likely to options for war than authoritarian ones. 8 number, a regional decisions taken by the leader, a consensuous decisions to go for a war for the protection national interest is cited as one of the important reasons. The argument here is that even if the situation is ripe for a war, ready for a war, in the final analysis, the decision is made by an individual leader. As President Kennedy, he is the 35th US president, would have argued the buck stops here. Bucks means military of the lowest of several ranks. Nine number. The opposite of this is a theory that would question the regionality argument. Decisions to go for a war may be a entirely irrational decisions of leadership. Next is Some biologists seek root 10, 10 number. Some biologists seek roots of war in human aggressive tendencies. Much of theorizing in this realm is based on animal experimentations. There has been a lot of literature in this area since the time of Darwin writing on the subject. Next is elephant. Psychologists look to frustrations, misperceptions, and attitude sense to understand stimuli that leads to aggressive behavior. Full stop. Freud, for example, stress his belief in human instinct for violence or distractions and instinct balanced by one for love or life. Above are discussions of sources and causes of war. Thank you for watching. If it is helpful to you, then please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.